It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, well, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is...
Menu narration option is set to off. It is kicked. Around the NFL, our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Taken at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Lance. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Vision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Pickett looking to change things up. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. And this pass broken up.
4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the Cowboys will line up to go for the 2-point conversion.
Ready?
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Pickett changing the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
6th ring is our score after 1. It's the NFL on the 8. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Pickett back to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
To throw, it's Lance. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's home. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And Lance now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
On third down, it's Vaughn.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
In motion right goes Johnson. Pickett.
And he fires one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Off play action. Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the... In a defensive mind. wants to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Pickett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Back to throw. Pickett. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a solid first half from the second-year man at quarterback, Kenny Pickett. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 42.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's the backup Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll take this to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss.
Just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And quickly they get to the line.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Working from the gun. Lance.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll throw incomplete.
Right first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Peterson. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They start the drive with Vaughn.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pickett sets up play action.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the give, this is Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup for 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Lance.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 34-yard
They'll send a
line.
receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the pass.
And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
Keanu Britton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
And Pickett going to move his guys around. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Pickett to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Steelers use the
And now an audible here into something else. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Steelers 16.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now the Cowboys down by 10, a little over 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vernon. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Lance looking to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first.
Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go. We don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You got a love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know which about it when you can't pay rent. I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie spoke when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry. Oh.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That's a pretty strong running there. So he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On first down, Allen out to his left. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away. Right back to Cook for another completion. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Allen again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. The The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson.
And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45. $23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Even at 32 years old, Patterson is someone who can turn any touch into a home run. Jack of all trades, master of all. He even improved upon his career best numbers from 2021.